I'm here to divide time. And when I divide time, then judgment will sit. I'm here to set judgment in the earth. Read the next verse.
Yes, sir.
But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end.
See, the dragon came and speak great words against me. Come and stand on my face with all these lies. But you see, I'm victorious. I'm already victorious. This is nothing but a play. This ain't nothing but a drama. The only tragedy is him. And the beauty of being a saint and a believer is you get to see the outcome before him. I'm showing you what's going to happen before it happens. So they go through this drama. Putting different ones in jail, and I'm showing you none of that's going to hold up. It doesn't matter if they sentence somebody. I'm going to take it out of jail and set it free anyway.
And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and lo, an horror of great darkness fell upon him. And he said unto Abram, Know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with their great substance. And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace. Thou shalt be buried in a good old age.
Satan will never be able to stay in power long enough for any of them to finish the jail sentence. Because this generation shall not pass away. Every word of the Bible be true. See, that couldn't have been 1900 years ago because that generation passed away and the devil is still in power.
Yes, sir.
He's been in power for 1900 more years.
Yes, sir.
So that had to be me talking.
Yes, sir.
That had to be a prophecy then.
Yes, sir.
See, John the Baptist
Yes, sir.
was the prophet that made that statement. The other man that they give credit for making it got killed for trying to be me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lord, reveal
They
it.
hung him on a tree for just trying to be me.
Yes, sir.
So when he made the mistake that said that their generation wouldn't pass away till it was fulfilled, they passed him away and them.
Yes, sir. That's right.
He and the generation, they all left.
Yes.
Died.
Yes. Yes.
1900 more years this been going on. Only I can speak
Yes, sir.
and tell you that it's the now.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm the divider of time, I'm here to set judgment, and judgment shall sit. You just read it, it shall sit.
Yes, sir.
And we, the saints, shall take away their dominion of rulership. We're going to consume their rulership, destroy their rulership until the end. Verse 27. Well, it's nice to read what's been to come to you. And you know what's powerful? You don't need one gun to make this happen. Now, isn't that a trip? I teach you don't carry no weapons now. See, let me tell you why. Everybody listen. See, the reason you don't need a gun is because you'll put your trust in it. And when judgment sits and Yahweh wins, you'll think you did it. And that'll make Yahweh jealous. What establishes me as God is to bring you to the victory, tell devils and everybody, this is what I am doing, this is what I'm about to do, up front, wide, open, straight. old dragon is limited to words. Now he'll speak great words. They're doing it now. Now read verse 27. This is your future. In the now. Not your children. Not your grandchildren. You. Read.
And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
Who is him?
Yahweh, Yahweh.
Right. All kingdoms. The kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High Yahweh. Look what I am here to give you. Now it's worth bringing all you can get your hands on to me. Because look what I'm going to give to you. All nations will have to come, worship, serve, and obey me. And I tell them up front. I don't care if they're jealous. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to obey me, worship me, serve me, or die. Any nation that don't worship me is going to die. That's about as up front as you can get it. How many admit I got nerves? I mean, all these nations got tanks, man. Armies, jets, ships, guns, bombs. Here's a little man standing in front of Goliath. Here's a little man standing in front of a diverse beast with 7 heads, 10 horns, 7 crowns. Here's a little man standing in front of a beast, great red dragon. The most wicked, powerful heathen ever been created on earth. Here I stand with nothing but a little 2-edged sword. My tongue. Sharper than a 2-edged sword. And overcome all of them. Say, you're going to bow down to me. I have to have a lot of nerve to say that. I'm either crazy, just got a lot of nerve, or I know somebody. And I tell you who I know. Can't believe it. I know Yahweh. Can't get a lead. And I believe every word I'm reading. I believe every single word I'm reading. Because why should I? I've read the book from Genesis all the way through Revelation. Every single book. All the way through. From Genesis to Revelation, I've read it. And I've never read where Yahweh lost a battle or war. He won every engagement. And this book covers 6,000 years of history. And he has a 1,000,000% record of never losing. He never lied out. 6,000 years, everything he said would happen, happened. He has a perfect record. Now, man with that kind of record, I got to go with it. I just have to go with the man that's got a record like I can't argue with the man 6,000 years of perfection. Revelation 17:3. Read.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Is this 7 heads, tin hornet color again. Now what does it symbolize? Kingdom. This is a nation of people. And this is under the description of the doom of Mystery Babylon, America. That's what this is.
Yes, it is.
Tells you it's into a wilderness. America was a wilderness.
Yes, sir.
Indians were here, but it was a wilderness.
Yes, sir.
So there's a real thing that happens in ancient Babylon. But see, here, this didn't happen. This is a spirit carried me away from that. Carried away from the real Babylon into a wilderness.
Yeah.
And America is called the wilderness of America. The wilderness of North America, historically referred to as wilderness. And white folk had to come over and subdue this land.
Yes, sir.
There were no cities built over here.
Yes, that's right.
They brought us to build the cities for them. We built the city. White folk didn't build no city. We built the White House. We Negro history, they call it.
That's right.
Negro history. You'll see, we built the White House.
Yes, sir.
We laid Washington, D.C. out in the spoke. We did.
Yes, sir. Yes, we did.
We laid that wheel out in Washington. With all the spokes and shaped just like the wheel of spokes. Into the center. We did it. Hebrew. We built the cities of the country.
Yes, sir. Yes, we
We
did.
still the buildings. It's just now learning architecture. I saw a woman sit up on a scarlet colored beast. Now, this is that same dragon. 7 heads. But look what he's full of. Full of names of blasphemy. Now, last week we went through the definition of blasphemy and found out that these are words spoken against God. This is evil and wickedness spoken against. That's what these great words are. Blasphemy, no reverence, no love for Yahweh. Mouth full of blasphemy. Is that what the newspaper and the media is speaking against me?
Yes, sir.
Blasphemy. Full of blasphemy. So now we can identify that this is the beast of America. Now that takes us back to Revelation 13:1. Read.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
The names of blasphemy. Blasphemy. Read blasphemy and turn to blasphemy in the dictionary. Now while she's doing that, it says he rose up out the sea. So once again, your mind is confused. Let's go to Revelation 17:50 while she's finding blasphemy and see what this sea is. It's all answered right in the Bible. Revelation 17:15. Read.
And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues.
They said they have a whore, a woman sitting on them. And it goes about the sea. Now you know these are people. So it's different kinds of people and multitudes and nations and tongues. This would be a land full of different kinds of nations. They call it a melting pot. It would be a land where all this beast would rise up from among people. A country where full of people of different nations and different tongues. Where is that? America.
Yes, sir. Right here.
So it's telling us America would be full of blasphemy, teaching against God, atheists,
Yes, sir.
with enough power to destroy prayer in school. Mm-hmm. Attack the righteous, attack churches, everything. These devils are something else. This book tells you that America has become
18:2.
Revelation 18:2. Let's see what America is. We know we're talking about America now. We have identified this whole. With Miss Liberty out there in the harbor. Woman freedom. Woman rights. You know, a woman plays more than a minute. America's a whole. That's why they gave her a woman. Why did America have a symbol of a man? No, she's a whore. With a torch in the hand. The light's in the hand, not a head. Freedom for the whore. In the meantime, here in the wilderness is a whore sitting on a scarlet-colored beast. That means the beast here is not just white folk. The beast is here in America, but it's not all white folks. It's scarlet-colored. It's got colors to it. Now let's read 18:2 and see what's going on here. Read.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a gate of every unclean and hateful bird.
If you think it's only white folk, read the next verse. Read.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Thank you. All nations. The devils from all nations have gathered over here. Those that don't want to live in a righteous country, a moral country, where laws of God are recognized, they leave.
Yes, sir.
And they call this the land of the free. Free to do what? Free to do. That's the only thing you're free to do in America. And if you think you're free in America, go try to start a business without white folks' permission. Go on. And grow up. As soon as they find out about you, see, you won't be visited by the health department. CO, certificate of occupancy. See if they will ask you, where's your occupational license? Then your license ain't going to go into it. And then tell them you're not going to get one. Because you're free. And tell them you're not going to pay no taxes either. Oh, try all that. Be free. You think you're free? How many know where you'll end up?
Yes, sir.
Either in jail or dead. Why are they speaking against me? Why are they speaking great words against me? Because I am here to free you from immorality. They don't want our children to learn as these are learning. They want them to be in the public schools to be functional illiterate and to learn wickedness. They don't want you to be really free, but you're free to be a drug addict. They're coming to television and take pictures of where everything is, and then you go right on as usual. They'll arrest you, bust you, and a week or two you'll be back on the street. All you have to do is pay bond, have a certain lawyer, you know, certain judges, and you'll be back on the street. Don't you worry about it. The only way you stay in jail is you don't know who to get. They call that a good lawyer or a fixed lawyer, whatever you want to call it, but that's what you better know. You'll be right back on the street. And the same in every city. Called payoff. To be what? Wicked. As long as you do wicked, that's the only real freedom you have in this country. Anything that's against God, you're free to do it in this country. And that's what you're reading here. You become the habitation of devils. And all nations have drunk of this. And they're right here now. So, blasphemy. And we looked at Revelation 17:3. Same beast, Same America, blasphemy.
Blasphemy. Any contemptuous or profane act, utterance, or writing concerning God. Any irreverent or impious act or utterance. The act of claiming for oneself the attributes and rights of God.
Now, that's what white folks have done. We read that earlier tonight. That they want to sit in the seat of the Most High. Go ahead.
Any word or deed meant to dishonor or revile the being or the work of God as a curse or profanity.
They curse Yahweh, profane is in the paper. They utter profane things against Yahweh too. A whole thick book. I have everything I wrote thus far, and it's a thick book. It's a whole flood of that from the mouth of the serpent. Isn't that something? Yes, sir. Ready? One more.
The mention of the sacred, ineffable name of God.
Wait, what?
The mention of the sacred, ineffable name of God.
They even call Yahweh a monster.
Yes.
Ineffable. Yahweh's name is ineffable to them. And they dishonor, defame, speak contemptuously of Yahweh. That's this country. And it said that this great red dragon would be full of blasphemy, this kind of action. Now you know where you are. By how they speak of my good works. Isn't that something to see? Let's look at Isaiah 13:19. See what's going to happen to America. Read.
And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's how America will be. Verse 22. Read.
And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons
Get that dragon again. And what?
and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Her destruction will not be prolonged. Now you know animals not living in palaces. It said the dragons are living in palaces. These devils that speak great words against me are living rich. I'm living in the barn, but they're living in palaces. So that days are not going to be prolonged. America's going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah. Yahweh don't want to go through this thing. They don't like me telling you that. They want you to think they're going to go on and on. So as long as you think that, you go down with them. That when it's time for America to be destroyed, owned outright, you'll go with them. Only you who listen to the Son of Yahweh will escape that. Isaiah 14:23. Let's look at verse 22 and 23. Read.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant, and son, and nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will also make it a possession for the fishermen, and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the wisdom of destruction, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts.
I'm making it plain. Very plain. Now in Revelation chapter 12, verse 3, we see that this dragon appears in many places of the Bible. And is more diverse than all the others, meaning that America is made up of all four beasts in one. America is all of them. in one. That's the only way she could be more diverse than the other. She was worse. That's why America, in the book, is called the worst of the heathen.
Ezekiel 7:24.
So Ezekiel 7:24. She's called the worst of the heathen. Let's look at verse 23 and see what kind of people these are. See what kind of cities we be living in America. Read.
Make a change, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Now, you can know the Bible knows how it will be. Read.
Therefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled.
All that churches. And then how many see Reagan in America running all over the earth trying to get peace? How many saw in the news she made deals with Iran to get the hostages set free? You see all that going on? Trying to find peace. Read the next verse.
Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
There's not going to be any peace for America. She's representing diplomats all over the earth seeking peace. There is none. Now back to Revelation 12 again. It's all right here. Oh, it's wonderful to see this true. Read verse 4.
And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
Who is the child?
We are.
Right, all of you, my disciples, all of you that will come to Yahweh, you are my child.
Yes, sir.
And the great red dragon, the devils of America, stand before me,
Yes.
speaking great words against me. But notice again, they are limited to only stand before me.
That's it.
And their purpose of standing before me is not to devour me, but to seek to devour you. Away from me. The trick is to try to keep you who would come from coming, and you that are here try to cause you to leave. That's the game. But all across America, my people are coming to me. And they're saying, we are too wide awake and intelligent for the white man's trick of divide and conquer the world. They say they can see through the tricks of the white media. They are not buying it. They've been reading me too long. They know what I teach. They know what I write. So when they hear Satan, they know that doesn't jive, that doesn't do that. So they can't be fooled now. So notice, Satan still has the power to draw a third. That's 33%.